Hi everyone, it's Claire Jarvis here at Restore Fitness Therapies, and in this video we're going to talk about lower back pain, common causes, effects and how to manage it. Now, lower back pain is probably the single most common reason that people come to us looking for help. Unfortunately for you guys, Pilates is exceptionally effective at helping people to manage or even eliminate their back pain. Now, there are basically two different types of lower back pain. We have generalized lower back pain and we have specific lower back pain. Now, generalized lower back pain tends to be a result of lifestyle issues, whereas specific lower back pain tends to have more of a medical reason behind it. So, for example, it might be a short-term injury like a herniated disc. That would be a specific lower back pain issue, or it could be something longer term like osteoarthritis or a degenerative disc disorder. Now, whichever camp you fall into, whatever type of lower back pain you have, your symptoms are likely to be quite similar. So you're probably going to find that the joints in your lower back, your lumbar vertebra, are very stiff and that can cause you discomfort. You're also likely to find that the muscles in that part of your body and your lower back are likely to be very tight, but they're also likely to be quite weak at the same time. And you're also likely to be suffering with a level of pain, and that will obviously vary for different people as well. Now, the type of pain you experience can also be very varied. For some people it's more of a dull ache, for some people it will be more of a sharp searing kind of pain, which may be related to nerve damage potentially as well, and some people will find that their pain is just an ongoing constant throughout their day, even throughout the night, whilst other people will find that it tends to come and go, and therefore it might be related to certain activities that they're doing during the day. So there are some sort of variations between the symptoms people experience, but there's also quite a lot of overlap, even though the causes of that lower back pain can be quite different. But the other common element there is the effect that it has on people's lives. What's really sad with lower back pain is often people sort of swipe it to one side as something, oh, well, lots of people have it, therefore, it's not a big deal and it's not that important. But actually, lower back pain can cause an enormous amount of emotional distress for people, particularly when you are living with a significant amount of pain, and it can have a really negative impact on people's mental health, on their mental well-being. So it's something we consider really important to tackle, not just from a physical perspective, but also because of your mental health. And so what tends to happen as well then is, as well as finding it quite distressing and impacting your mental health, it will have a significant impact on your day-to-day life. So a lot of people will find it has an impact on their ability to do their job. They may end up getting signed off work. They may end up even losing their job as a result of not being able to go to work consistently. People also find it can affect relationships, kind of your most significant relationship, but also friendships, because you maybe don't feel like going out and socialising in the same way, or there are certain things you feel like you can no longer do. And it can also have a really big impact on what you can do around the home and family dynamics as well. So your ability to, say, look after the children, get them in and out of the bath, play with them, do jobs around the house to help your other half, things like that. And all of those things can cause an awful lot of pressure on people's lives. So we take lower back pain really seriously with our clients. We know that it's not just about the physical pain you might be experiencing, but actually the effects of it and the impact that it has on your life as well. Now, with those with specific lower back pain, might need some quite considered medical interventions to help them manage that over time. But the thing that's common amongst all lower back pain sufferers, whether they're generalised or specific, and what they can do to manage that lower back pain is movement. There used to be a school of thought that you wanted to sit down, you wanted to rest, not to put too much pressure on that part of your body, but that kind of idea has all completely turned on its head now. What the medical profession realise is that actually we want to keep the body moving. We don't want it to stiffen up. So gentle, appropriate exercise is going to be really beneficial for the vast majority of lower back pain sufferers, whether it's generalised or it's specific. So things like walking are lovely, they're low impact. Swimming, also low impact, and getting in the water can be really soothing for people. And things like Pilates as well are also fantastic because it's a very gentle and a very controlled form of movement. So that's going to be really good for the vast majority of people Remember, you always want to speak to your doctor first and just put it past them that you're thinking of doing any of those things and just get the go ahead from them first. But the reason Pilates is so beneficial is because it covers so many of the things we need to do here. It gets your joints nice and mobile, so it helps you to reduce that stiffness. It also uses an element of flexibility there, so it's going to help you to stretch out any tight muscles. There's also lots of strengthening work in there to strengthen those weak muscles. And also by particularly strengthening your core, it will alleviate pressure that may be currently being applied to your lower back. The other thing that generalised lower back pain sufferers really want to think about is assessing their lifestyle, because we said at the beginning of this video that generalised lower back pain, a lot of it stems from lifestyle. So if you're in that camp, if you haven't had a specific diagnosis from a physician, and you're looking at generalised lower back pain, it's really important that you start to address elements of your life and see where the triggers may be. And we encourage our clients to keep a kind of a diary of when they feel the pain, where they're feeling it, and try and connect it to what's happened during the day. Is it because they tried to play football with the kids? Is it because they had a day when they were sat in the car for many, many hours? And try and connect the dots and figure out what is going on in your life. And that will be one of the biggest things that our generalised lower back pain sufferers will benefit from, as well as the physical movement which we put together with them. So if you are struggling with lower back pain, I want you to realise that it's not something that you have to suffer with. It's not something that you should be suffering with. Depending on what sort of back pain you've got will affect what kind of intervention you need. But on the whole, keeping moving in a gentle, controlled way, things like walking, swimming, Pilates are going to be fantastic for you. And we would love to help you out there. You do want to be doing your Pilates with specially trained instructors, which myself and my team are. So you would be in extremely safe hands, and we can look after you and guide you through this. So please do feel free to get in touch if it's something you're interested in finding out more about. Otherwise, I hope that's been helpful and it helps you on your journey to feeling an awful lot better.